Welcome to all. Here we are going to learn MSc first year CHO 150 course oxidation and reduction. Last time we completed our reduction portion. Today we are going to learn the next topic of this chapter, that is oxidation. So start with the introduction. What's oxidation? Oxidation is nothing but a process in which either addition of oxygen is takes place, or removal of hydrogen is takes place, or it may be the loss of electron and increase in oxidation number which can be takes place. Mostly in organic chemistry, in organic reaction, oxidation which can be done by either addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen, or both of these. And in case of inorganic reaction mechanism, oxidation is a loss of electron and also increase in oxidation number. Okay, and what is the oxidizing reagent? That means the reagent which is oxidizes other and itself reduce, that is called as oxidizing reagents. So let's start with the oxidation of a alcohol. Here these are some oxidizing reagent, that is chromate are the oxidizing reagent. Mostly here we learn that is in reduction, reducing reagent which contains the hydrogens, and here in oxidation process the oxidizing reagent must be contain the oxygen. Here you can see in this oxidizing reagent we use the chromate, that is CrO3. It contains the oxygen in presence of H2SO4. Here this is the sodium chromate and this is the hydrogen chromate. All these are the chromate compound. Here this chromate compound is mostly useful for the conversion of alcohol to the ketone or the aldehydes. If here the primary alcohol is present, that time on using oxidizing agent, that is CrO3H2SO4, it get converted to the aldehyde. And if we use here the secondary alcohol, this is the secondary alcohol. Whenever we use the secondary alcohol on oxidation in presence of oxidizing reagent as a Na2Cr2O7 in presence of acidic condition, that is H2SO4, we get here the ketone. This is the ketone compound. Here this is ketone. Okay, here this is another example. This is also the secondary alcohol. This secondary alcohol get converted to the ketonic compound. Okay, here let me learn the oxidation of a primary alcohol. Here we take here the primary alcohol. The name of this alcohol is this is the butanol compound, which on oxidation in presence of H2CrO4, it get converted, this CH2OH get converted to the aldehyde, that is CHO. But it has one drawback. This reaction is not stop here. This further on oxidation it get converted to the acid. This is a drawback of the chromate as oxidizing reagent. Here also this compound, that is the all these alcohol which on oxidation in presence of chromate get converted to the ketone, but this ketone, this reaction is not stop over here. This further oxidizes to the acid. Okay, here let me learn the mechanism of alcohol oxidation by the chromic acid. That means here we can use the any type of the chromate compound, that is the CrO3 H2Cr2O7 or the H2 H2 Na2Cr2O7, like this. Okay, let me see the mechanism of the alcohol oxidation by chromic acid. Here this is the chromic compound, you can see, which is reacted with the alcohol. This is the primary alcohol, that is RCH2OH. What happened? The oxygen of the alcohol has a lone pair which donates their electron to here. This donate their electron to the chromate compound. At the same time, what happened here? In the first case, this chromate which in acidic condition here the lone pair of this oxygen of the chromate which abstract the proton and get converted to the water molecule. Okay, after formation of these, then this primary alcohol which has also the oxygen which has lone pair which donates a lone pair to the chromium, and the same time water molecule get removed. You can see in this arrow, red color arrow. Then this RCH2OH which is attached to the chromate compound. Then here the oxygen which has a positive charge, and that's why for the stabilization this hydrogen H plus get removed, and there is a formation of like this compound. Then this water molecule you can see here, this is the water molecule. This water molecule has the oxygen. Oxygen has the lone pair of electron which abstract the proton of the alcohol. At the same time, this electron which is abstracted by this oxygen, there is a formation of the CH double bond O. Okay, and the same time whenever this single bond which is transferred to the formation of double bond with the oxygen, you can see in the red arrow, the same time this electron of this oxygen and chromium which all are abstracted by this chromium, and for the stabilization this oxygen which abstract the lone pair of electron and which becomes the O minus, and then this O minus which abstract the proton, and there is a formation of this compound, that is what, H2CrO3, and here there is a formation of our product, that is what, aldehyde. Here if we take here the secondary alcohol, if we take here the secondary alcohol, that time we get what, the ketone compound, not the aldehyde. Okay, this is the simple mechanism of the conversion of the alcohol, primary alcohol or the secondary alcohol into the aldehyde or the ketone. Okay, by using chromate as a oxidizing reagent. Okay, are you understood? First of all, what happened here, this chromate which in an acidic condition which abstract the proton and get converted to the water molecule. Then the lone pair of the oxygen of the alcohol which donate the electron to the chromium, at the same time water molecule get removed, and here this alcohol which is attached to this chromate. Then after that this oxygen which has a positive charge which releases the H plus ion, and lone pair of this oxygen which is attracted toward itself and positive charge get removed. After that this water molecule, what happened, this water molecule which abstract the hydrogen of the alcohol, at the same time you can see in the red arrow this bond is shifted to the formation of the double bond with the oxygen. Okay, and whenever there is a formation of the carbon oxygen double bond, this oxygen chromium bond is going to break, and all these electron is attracted by this chromium, and whenever this chromium which abstract these electrons, then the oxygen here, by breaking the chromium oxygen double bond, the one bond is breaking and the electron is abstracted by this oxygen. Oxygen becomes negatively charged, and this negatively charged oxygen which abstract the proton, and there is a formation of the OH, and here we get the product, that is what, H2CrO3 plus water molecule, and here our main product here going to form, that is RCH double bond O, that is called as aldehyde. If we take here the secondary alcohol, then it get converted to the what, the it get converted to the ketone. Okay, here we learn the chromate which on oxidation of the alcohol get converted to the aldehydes, and it further get this reaction is not stop over here, this reaction is further proceed to the formation of the alcohol, and this is the drawback of the chromate compound, and that's why here we use the another oxidizing reagent for the conversion of alcohol to the aldehyde, that is the PCC. This is also the oxidizing agent. The oxidation of the primary alcohol can be stopped at the aldehyde if we use the PCC, that is called as a pyridinium chlorochromate, which is used as a oxidizing agent. Whenever we use PCC, that is pyridinium chlorochromate, in place of CH2Cl2, this is a solvent, that time this primary alcohol, that is CH2OH, get converted to the aldehyde, that is CHO only. It not further converted to the acid whenever we use the PCC as oxidizing reagent. Okay, next reaction we learned, or next oxidizing reagent we used, that is the CH3SOCH3 compound. That is, this reaction is called as the Swan oxidation reaction. Okay, here what happened, the Swan oxidation reaction, this, here we use oxidizing reagent, that is what, the CH3SOCH3, which is reacted with ClCOCOCl at minus 60 degrees Celsius temperature. All these two reagent combines together, and there is a formation of what, see, there is a formation of here the CH3 twice SCl, that is what, the chlorodimethyl sulfur chloride. Okay, that means by the combination of these two, there is a formation of oxidizing reagent, that is called as a dimethyl chlorochloride. In presence of triethyl amine, this primary alcohol get converted to the aldehyde, and the secondary alcohol get converted to the ketone. Okay, that means this one oxidation, it is mostly useful for the conversion of primary or secondary alcohol into the only aldehyde or the ketone. Okay, that means whenever you use the PCC, this also convert the primary alcohol to the aldehyde, and whenever you use the Swan oxidizing agent, that time also primary alcohol get converted to the aldehyde, and the secondary alcohol get converted to the what, the ketone. Okay, let me see the mechanism of this oxidation reaction. Here this is the mechanism of Swan oxidation. See carefully what happened here. Here we take alcohol. This alcohol may contain what, the primary alcohol or the secondary alcohol. That time there, here there is a R is there. If this is the primary alcohol, that time the hydrogen is present. That means here we can take, if you want to prepare the aldehyde, that time you can take here the hydrogen, and if you want to prepare the ketone, ketone, that time you can take here the R group. Okay, then how the mechanism will happen, this alcohol which has oxygen has a lone pair of electron, which donates a lone pair of electron to the sulfur. This compound, the oxidizing reagent, that is called as a dimethyl chlorosulfonium ion. This is a dimethyl chlorosulfonium ion, or dimethyl sulfur chloride. Okay, then this lone pair, you can see the red arrow, this oxygen which donates the electron to the sulfur, at the same time this chlorine, which is a good living group, get removed. Okay, then in the next step, this alcohol which is attached to the sulfur, in the next step what happened, sorry, okay, in the next step, here this oxygen which has a positive charge, okay, and then that's why this hydrogen get removed, and there is a again this electron which is accepted by the oxygen by removing the positive charge. Okay, then next step, this dimethyl chloride, here this is the dimethyl chloride which has a nitrogen having a lone pair of electron, which abstract this proton. Okay, you can see in the red arrow, and the same time this electron which is accepted by this oxygen, and there is a formation of carbon oxygen double bond. And whenever there is a formation of the carbon oxygen double bond, this electron, or by breaking OS bond, and all these electrons are accepted by this sulfur. Okay, and here there is a formation of our product, that is what, aldehyde or the ketone, and here we get the CH3SCH3 compound. Okay, that means this reaction alcohol which donates their lone pair of electron to the sulfur, at the same time chlorine get removed. Whenever this alcoholic compound attached to this compound, oxygen has a positive charge. Then for removing this positive charge, hydrogen H plus ion get removed. Then what happened? What is the function of the triethylamine? This trimethylamine has a nitrogen which abstract this proton of the alcohol, and the same time this electron of the CH bond which is abstracted by this oxygen, and there is a formation of carbon oxygen double bond. Whenever there is a formation of the carbon oxygen double bond over here, then what happened? There is a breaking of OS bond, and here we get our product, that is aldehyde or the ketone. And by breaking this bond of the oxygen and the sulfur, all these electron is accepted by the sulfur, and the positive charge on the sulfur get removed. This is about the Swan oxidation reaction. Okay, and next we are going to learn the oxidation of aldehyde and the ketone. Simple. For the conversion of the aldehyde or the ketone, we use a oxidizing reagent, that is Na2Cr2SO1 in presence of acidic condition, that is H2SO4, and also we can use H2CrO4, which also useful for the conversion of aldehyde or the ketone into the acids. Okay, then next it is a very important, that is the Tollens reagent. This Tollens reagent is oxidizes only the aldehyde. What happened here? What is the, always ask in your examination, what is the Tollens reagent? Tollens reagents are what? The silver oxide in presence of ammonia, that is Ag2O NH3 is the Tollens reagent. This Tollens reagent is only useful for the oxidation of the aldehyde into the acid. This is not used, or it is not useful for the conversion of ketone into the aldehyde, and that's why in your practical, whenever you are doing the practical, we use the Tollens reagent for the identification of whether our given compound is aldehyde or the ketone. Okay, this is very important. Always ask in your examination what is the Tollens reagent, and what is the use of Tollens reagent. This Tollens reagent is mostly useful for the oxidation of aldehyde, not the ketone. This aldehyde on the Tollens reagent get converted to the acid. Okay, thank you very much for watching this lecture. The next lecture we will learn the Beer-Williger reaction. This is the another oxidizing compound. Okay, thank you very much for watching this lecture.